Welcome to BBC London, I'm Paul Murphy-Kasp. First this lunchtime, the row over festivals taking over London's green spaces. Brockwell Park in South London has a regular calendar of events, something which brings in money for Lambeth Council. It believes local businesses benefit too, but nearby residents are concerned about the damage being done to the park and the disruption to their lives. Lakshmi Gopal has the story.
Huge crowds enjoyed live music while soaking up the sun at Brockwell Park's Mighty Hoopla festival at the weekend. But not everyone was a fan. Peter Bradley's 13th floor flat overlooks the park.
People say you're a NIMBY and you don't want it in your backyard. But you can see this is my backyard, and to have events of this loudness.
Well, because you can actually feel the music.
You can feel it. I work from home. It's almost impossible to work from home when events like this are going on.
He and fellow members of Friends of Brockwell Park say they're unhappy Lambeth Council is planning to hold more events than its current figure of 28 a year.
These major walled paid events are not what parks are for. Parks are for the peaceful enjoyment by local people, families, individuals. They're not commercial assets to be sweated till the pips squeak. They're assets for local people.
Lambeth Council says we've worked hard to ensure the impact on local people was kept to a minimum. That included noise monitoring and a strict music curfew of 10 p.m. on Sunday. It added holding events at Brockwell Park boosts local business, adds to Lambeth's music scene and raises thousands of pounds for park improvements. At a meeting tonight, the council is seeking planning permission to increase the number of events being held at Brockwell Park this year to 36, with plans to add free community festivals such as the Lambeth Country Show, a Pokemon Go event and a 5k charity walk. Meanwhile, the council apologised for any noise disturbance caused by the events and has already said it will see if there are any lessons to be learned for the future. Lakshmi Gopal, BBC London.
Up next, a group of academics have criticised politicians for discrediting the science around air pollution. It comes amid controversy of London Mayor Sadiq Khan's expansion of the ultra-low emission zone, which will cover all of Greater London from the end of August. Well, our reporter Harry Lowe joins me now. Now, Harry, this is quite an intervention from the scientific community. What exactly does the letter say?
Yeah, 36 scientists have had a hand in this, many of them from Imperial College London, and they're pretty scathing of what they call mainstream politicians. In this letter to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, they write, "The facts have been questioned and scientists have been discredited in an attack on the very essence of our scientific community. They have spoken of not believing in the science in the London Assembly and in Parliament. A collapse in trust in the scientific process would be a disaster." They go on, we urge you to disassociate from the merchants of doubt and to tell your party colleagues to not endorse them or emulate their pervasive claims that sow cynicism and undermine the factual and truth foundations of life. Sean Bailey, who ran unsuccessfully to be London Mayor in 2021, says the Conservatives have not been dismissing risks around air quality.
Firstly, the scientists or doctors, whoever signed this letter, should take a little bit more of a closer look at what the Mayor's own study said. It said it will make a negligible effect on air quality in outer London. So the idea that people are dismissing air quality concerns is simply isn't true. We're responding to the science of the Mayor, that the Mayor put out. I personally have asthma and have had asthma for a long time, so I'm very concerned about air quality. So I reject the notion that people are running around rejecting air quality risk. What people are talking about, the reality.
So, Harry, why is this letter being sent now?
Well, although the ultra-low emission zone isn't specifically mentioned in this letter, air quality in the capital has become a political football. And that's because Sadiq Khan wants to expand the ULEZ to Greater London at the end of August, meaning that any cars in the capital driving a vehicle which isn't within clean air limits will need to pay £12.50 a day or face a £180 fine. You may recall that the Mayor's expansion is facing a judicial review in the High Court after 5 Conservative-led councils tried to block the move. The Mayor's office has told me that the view of scientists is unequivocal. Poor air quality contributes to premature deaths and the development of a host of diseases such as asthma, strokes and heart attacks. One thing's for sure, Paul, is that the debate around air quality in London and how to tackle it isn't going to go away anytime soon.
Absolutely. Harry Lowe, thank you very much. Now, as temperatures rise, there's a warning to take extra care in the countryside to avoid the risk of wildfires. The Country Land and Business Association South East have been highlighting the risks of disposable barbecues, discarded cigarettes and glass bottles during hot and dry weather. Next, it's a big week for West Ham as the Irons play their first European final in over 40 years when they meet Fiorentina in the Europa Conference League final tomorrow. And what better way for fans to celebrate getting to the final than singing their famous song with a choir? Here's Chris Slegg.
The Newham Super Choir singing one of their favourite numbers with extra gusto on the eve of West Ham's biggest match for a generation.
We sing it a lot and we often use it as an encore so that audiences can join in. And it is so local and it's so associated with West Ham Football Club.
And how do you prefer singing it? The way it is on the terraces or here in its more kind of refined state?
Sorry, I've got to say the terraces. Down there with the lads, with a pint in my hand, definitely.
What a night for West Ham as Bobby Moore received the trophy.
It's 58 years since West Ham won a European trophy. As they prepare to take on Fiorentina in Prague, David Moyes and his players have a chance to make history.
It feels special, it feels a really big occasion. The players are getting ready, but mentally I see them in a good place and I hope that proves to be the case.
We don't feel the pressure of that, but as I say, as a club of this stature and the history that this has had over the years, we want to be part of that. We want to write our own history, and as I say, 47 years is a long time, and yeah, of course we want to do it for that reason also.
Back home in the borough, the message couldn't be clearer.
Good luck, good luck. I hope you really have a fantastic match and win.
Come on, West Ham. Come on, West Ham. We really want to see you bring it home.
Come on, you Irons.
Maybe this time the bubbles will just keep flying high. Chris Slegg, BBC London.
And good luck to them. Right, time for a look at the weather. Here's Elizabeth Rizzini.
Hello there, good afternoon. Well, it's all about the wind direction as we head through the rest of this week. At the moment, we still have that northeasterly wind, and that's blowing us in all of the moisture from the North Sea. So another very cloudy start to the morning as captured by weather watcher Barbara in Bromley. But as we saw yesterday, there'll be plenty of blue sky and sunshine developing through the second half of the day, just quite slow to clear some of that cloud from parts of Essex. It's quite breezy and it was quite chilly, of course, underneath the cloud, but the UV levels will be high this afternoon. The pollen levels also high. Now overnight tonight we'll see a return to those cloudy conditions. The cloud just moving in from the North Sea once again, so another quite grey early start to the day, but that cloud is going to clear a lot more readily tomorrow, so there'll be plenty of sunshine emerging throughout the course of the morning, lasting into the afternoon. Because of this, the temperatures will also be higher, peaking at around 22, maybe even 23 degrees Celsius later in the day on Wednesday. On Thursday we see the winds start to ease down. It's turning a lot more southeasterly, and that's going to push that warm continental air our way by the time we get to the weekend, when temperatures could rise into the high 20s in Celsius, but do watch out for the possibility of some thundery showers too.
Right, that's about it for now, but there's plenty more on our website and socials, including more on a mum living in a flat in Leytonstone who's been waiting for the council to repair a water leak for around 7 years. That's plenty more on our website, bbc.co.uk/London. Right, Riz is here at 6:30 with your evening programme, but from all of us on the Lunchtime team, have a very good afternoon. Bye-bye.